So this symposium is an effort to start getting our hands dirty and to get the work actually going. A year ago in September, we had the UN Food Systems Summit, and the global leadership agreed that we need to put back food systems front and center of the global development agenda. So today we've got more than 12 ministers who will be speaking on this issue. And then from tomorrow, we have a range of technical experts from across the globe who will be sharing their experience and how to get this job done, how to get sustainable production done through innovation, how to reduce inequities, particularly in agriculture and particularly for women and indigenous people. How do we actually ensure that
if I may, Sridhar, that's a very important point, the inequity that you mentioned. So if developing world farmers are enabled, if importantly they can bridge the digital divide and utilise AI, utilise technology to help really squeeze out the productivity, is that building resiliency in the longer term?
That's one of the solutions. Definitely digital agriculture is right there, and it's very important. But let's not also forget that there's a whole lot of traditional knowledge which is available. Asia itself has centuries of knowledge in agriculture and indigenous food systems. People have a lot of sustainable practices which they are already using, for instance, to fight off in eco-friendly ways pests and disease attacks instead of using chemicals. That in turn reduces environmental pollution, and that makes the whole ecosystem environment much more healthier. So all that is also part of the solution as much as the digital tools that you just mentioned.
Sridhar, global agribusiness, are they part of the problem or part of the solution?
Well, they're absolutely part of the solution, and they will also be represented at the symposium. They have a lot to contribute because much of the food is in the private sector. So whether it is in working with everyone on improving the food environment so as to have healthier foods available, particularly in the urban areas, or whether it is to reduce the use of chemicals in agriculture value chains, or whether it is to have good practices to assure safe and nutritious food for all their consumers, they are all very much in the mix with us today.